Konnichiwa and welcome everybody back to Chrono Reviews. It's time for another Jurassic World Mattel action figure, and this time it's the most anticipated one, not just for me but for many fans. This is the one and most wanted dinosaur from the new toy line, and it's the Carnotaurus. It's the figure I wanted the most when I saw the preview pictures of them. Like, this one looks gorgeous. I've been wanting a decent Carnotaurus for a long time. And I mean, after seeing the Carnotaurus in the trailer and see this one being screen accurate, it made me like, yes! And it's big! It's really big! I will size compare it later in the review, of course. And I mean, this one looks so cool. And while the Indoraptor is good, and one of my most wanted, and the Baryonyx, this one is the highlight that I waited for. And just like with the Baryonyx, I ordered this one on an online store, a Swedish online store, so I got it pretty quickly. But still, the Roarivores and Action Attack dinosaurs have not hit the shelves yet on most toy stores in Sweden. I live too far away from Toys R Us, so I can't check their shelves. But as far as I know, they only have a few human figures and the attack packs and Colossal and those things. And I do want the Colossal T-Rex, but that's for a little bit later, because money. It's the most expensive one. But this one, it looks awesome, and I can't wait to take this out of the box. But before I do that, let's check out the box. It have the same basic cage style layout with the nice volcanic background, and it have a try me button, so I'm going to do that. Look at that! It's awesome. I'm going to play more with that once I open it up. And there's a picture showing off the Carnotaurus, what it can do. And it says Action Attack Carnotaurus. And the Action Attack one have, yeah, what it says. It's an action attack function, but without sound. It would be cool if it had sound, but I think it's nice in any case. So let's check the other sides of the box. It says Jurassic World. I think it's the same on this one. Yeah, it says Jurassic World. And on the back we do have the Carnotaurus. And it shows off the same thing, how it bites. And there is the other ones in the series. Or, well, not the full. It's the Stegosaurus from Action Attack. The other one being the not yet released Suchomimus. But Stegosaurus is there. And then there's two Roarivores, the Triceratops and the Baryonyx as well. Alright, here is the Carnotaurus open up. And I must say, this one is both big and awesome. This figure is, I mean, it's what I wanted from the start. And now I have it here in my hands, or on my desk. It's, I mean, it's so cool. Look at it. It have a nice color scheme, nice paint job. It looks accurate to what we've seen on the trailer and preview photos. It's pretty much everything we asked for. And with the old Kenner Carnotaurus being, like, most of the old Kenner toys from Wave 1 looks good. But a few of the ones from Wave 2 and from the Lost World, the Carnotauruses looks quite derpy, to be honest. I mean, they are classic, and I give them that, but they look derpy. They don't look like screen accurate and cool in the same way like the old red T-Rex and the Dilophosaurus or Raptors does. They look derpy. But this one is cool and accurate. Like, this is like if it was a screen accurate Carnotaurus in Kenner's Wave 1, but done even better. This one surpasses Kenner by far, and I mean, this is, we can't ask much more. So without further ado, let's start checking the details on this figure. Starting off with the code for the Jurassic Facts app. I'm not sure how much good it will doing, because it's pretty hard to scan them, but here it is anyway. And going into the paint job, it's a nice dark red brownish color, and it's a little bit textured just like the Baryonyx and the attack packs. And then there's this dark, like dark reddish brown that blends really good into the brighter red. And then there's the belly that's toned in a bright whitish color, and it looks pretty good. I think the arms are red in the movie, and the arms, even in the movie, the arms actually have an elbow joint and stuff that the Carnotaurus do not, as far as I've seen. I can't judge fully yet, but as far as I've seen. But this one actually have more stiff arms, just like the scientific correct Carnotaurus. It's like they did the toy accurate to the movie, but more scientifically correct. There we go. And like a few pictures of this have actually shown that the line between bright white here and tone white there would be quite poorly translated or translated. Anyway, the transition from the neck to the jaw have been like two straight line with bright white and tone white, but this actually though goes well. But I think maybe the paint job is a little bit random when it's manufactured in masses, so to say. And the eyes are pretty much just black, but I think the eyes are pretty dark in the movie too. And the jaw, let's like sneak in the function to get a sneak at the jaw. The tongue are like a shiny red plastic, but it looks so awesome. It looks almost realistic because of that. And the same with the skin on the cheeks. The teeth are pretty nice. They do not have much bleed. It's pretty much a really clean paint job. So the function goes like this. You press the button on the back, it does a biting action forward and closes its mouth, and then you stop pushing the button and goes back. It goes like this. But you can do it slower if you want to see how cool the motion is. I mean, from a standard point of view, the neck is too far up for I mean, like, it's supposed like this would be a more normal pose for a Carnotaurus. But it's okay, it still looks good. It like bends the neck backwards to aim for a bite and then goes and bite. You need to have it go all the way back into slot before the mouth can open again. If you go almost the back, it will do like this.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before. Higher on the street and I know it's my time to go.
So you need to have it all the way back. And as far as articulation goes, well, you can push it like this and the function goes the same. The small arms are ball jointed. I don't know how much you want to play with the arms because they are tiny. Even the T-Rex have big arms now. But, well, they are ball jointed. And the legs, they are jointed just like the Baryonyx. They go outward and forward. And they have a slot in here for balance, or like standard pose. And the feet are actually, you can rotate the feet. It's probably if you need to like counterbalance. But I don't see why that would be used that much, because it balanced pretty well without them. And then the tail is also ball jointed. It can go pretty much anywhere. Well, it can go more to that side than that side, but it's pretty good too. And pretty nice to hold for attack pose as well. So let's compare this in size to some other dinosaurs, should we? First off, there is the Baryonyx. Overall, the Rorovores are smaller than the action attack dinos. But I think they scale pretty well. The Carnotaurus is, I think, bigger in the movie compared to scientific. size, but it's still good. I mean, the Carnotaurus is supposed to be bigger than Baryonyx's, I think. So I think it scales pretty well. The Carnotaurus was actually larger than I expected, the figure itself, but I think it works pretty nicely. Next up is the Indoraptor. For once, good old Indie are not bigger. The Carnotaurus have more bulk, and the Indoraptor is thinner and shorter, so the Carnotaurus is actually bigger than the Indoraptor. As far as humans go, we have Kenner, Alan Grant, and Jurassic Park 3 Alan Grant, which is more in scale with the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toy line. And I think both of them works nicely with the Carnotaurus. This one probably movie accuracy, and this one probably more scientific accuracy to how big a Carnotaurus is. So I think it works in both ways, and that's a really good thing. The Carnotaurus being bigger helps it a lot with the scale with the Kenner line. And here is with blue. And then we have the red T-Rex, which is actually like a bigger brother when it comes to color. And I think that actually this is, I think actually the Carnotaurus scales really well with old red Rexy for comparison with the trailer, how it will be in the movie. So you can go like this, down like this, and then we have the movie. But I think that's a pretty good scale, and that's a very good and positive surprise. So I'm not sure if the Mattel T-Rexes are too small compared to the Carnotaurus. I'm not 100% sure. I just know that the Extreme Chomping T-Rex from the Legacy collection are slightly, not much, but slightly smaller than the Thrash and Fro T-Rex. I'm not sure which one to get yet, but I will get one of them, or both. But at least one of them. So what can we say about the Carnotaurus? I think it's really nice. And then we can go and play with it with the function, because it's a nice function it has. I really like the motion it does. I mean, it's dynamic. It's really cool. And I will push this a lot because it's cool, being the huge man-child I am. And then we can go like, yeah, toast! Yeah, toast! Toast! Yeah, Toast is a tribute to the Gaming Beaver. He's been a lot of inspiration, being a man-child with his reviews, so I give him huge credit for all his unboxing and hype for the Mattel Toyland and good Jurassic World videos he does. And same goes to another YouTuber named Clayton Fiorti. He does a lot of nice Jurassic Park, so check their channels out if you want to have Jurassic Park hype. Same goes for another YouTuber named Altiori. She does a lot of nice videos on speculations from the movies and all that. It have helped the hype a lot, and have been nice, and a lot of unboxing of figures and that hyping me to get those, and the Carnotaurus being one of the main things. It's super nice to have. And then we can have like a little fun like this. Check this out with the Kenner Triceratops, and then like yeah, I'm such a man-child. And Carnotaurus being one of my favorite dinosaurs ever, compared to, or like together with the Dilophosaurus and Raptors and T-Rexes. Carnotaurus is bizarre, and it have been one of my favorites since the very beginning of my childhood. since I saw it in one of my Dino magazines. Well, I'm so happy. This figure, it's my favorite so far. I mean, the Indoraptor has its articulation and it's overall a superb figure. But this one, for what it is, it's my favorite. And it's such an awesome figure. Now, I need to conclude this review, and all I can say is, just like with the Baryonyx, you really need to get this. If you want to spend just on one or a few Mattel figures, this one is one of them that's most worth it. Because it's really, really amazing. It's like, it's a toy, and it have great play value, great paint job, great accuracy. Even picky kids will see no flaws with this compared to the screen. They will have fun using it and playing with it. And collectors will have they will have fun too, but they will enjoy it on the shelf. It will look great together with most figures. Like, the color matches the red T-Rex. It looks great together with the good Kenner figures and together with the Mattel figures. It scales well with both lines. It's awesome. It's a Carnotaurus. It's a meat-eating bull. It's cool. And I highly recommend it. Probably the most recommended one so far. So stay tuned for more Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom toys coming up after this. So until next time, I hope you take care and maybe buy a Carnotaurus. Sayonara!